Cursemark. I am very excited to share this game with all of you. This is going to be slightly different from some of the other videos we have done because typically I'm either playing a game for the first time or playing a game that I have not played in a while and you guys are watching me figure it out. This game I have been playing a lot recently, actually, and playing Hades recently. This is kind of very similar, especially in terms of the combat, and it made me want to share this with you. So, what is Cursemark? This is an indie roguelite, an action roguelite, hack and slash, just like Hades, dungeon crawling as well, though very unique in that the meta progression for this game is almost entirely based around map exploration, things like solving riddles, unlocking shortcuts, and that is like the main goal. So typically when you have some kind of meta progression in any kind of roguelite, you get currency, you spend it on upgrades, you get new weapons, whatever. And this has some of that, but majority of your meta progression, kind of similar to the way old school true roguelikes, is your understanding of the world you're going into, your knowledge of the enemies, and in this case, your knowledge of the map. So you'll unlock permanent uh, shortcuts, solve riddles that give you bonuses for each run. And this also includes kind of a spell crafting, or I guess in this game called rune crafting, element to it. So you can kind of customize your weapons and your spells and whatnot. So yeah, let's get into it. Really excited about Cursemark. Also, as I'm yapping here, the soundtrack, I gotta point it out. It is so good. I've been saying that with a lot of games we've been playing, but to be fair, we've been playing banging games with banging soundtracks, and this will be yet another one. So we will start fresh here. Like I said, I have been playing this. It is in early access right now, so there's probably a solid 15 to 20 hours of content, depending on how fast you go through it. So there's going to be more added. I would say it's about maybe halfway done, maybe even a little less. But the content that it has is so good, I had to share it. Um, yes, let's read this poem here. His soul may never ascend. He who bears the curse mark, a tether to this lesser plane, prison to the deathless. With the dramatic music, the soundtrack, oh, it's so good. Can't get over how good it is. Um, for me, whenever I do studying, I love listening to video game movie soundtracks. So this is for sure being added to that music playlist because it is banging. Okay, so it's going to start us with the tutorial here. Now, not that I need it because again, I have been playing this game, so I'll walk you through everything. Here's our UI here, health in the bottom left. These bottles here, they give us 50 health. That's what we use to heal. We attack with here, we have a dash. The bottom right, we have to unlock these, but we have a spell, ward, which is some kind of block or parry, and an ultimate. Similar to Hades, like Hades has the cast, has the, I forget what it's called, but the F that you press for the God blessing, um, and other stuff. So, since we're right here, let me show you this. The door does not budge. So this is an example of what I was talking about with the meta progression. We'll need to solve a riddle, or actually more likely get on the other side and pull that lever to unlock it, and then it will be permanently unlocked for our future runs. Which I think is very unique and very, I guess, addicting. Exploring the map and unlocking new things. You're like, oh, I want to get further. I want to get further. Now that I've unlocked this shortcut, let's go this way. So here is our inventory here. There's our weapon we have, our knight's sword. These are the runes I was telling you about. We have to unlock the rest of these slots here, but right now we can fit one rune. So inventory, and then we also have talismans. These are more like relics is typically the common term for most other roguelikes. We also have a thing called blessings as well, and they'll show up on the top left here. We can have an unlimited number of those. Talismans obviously will only fit in our slots. And there's an enemy up here, so we'll show you how the combat is. Again, very similar to Hades in that aspect. And honestly, a little similar, oops, I'm already taking damage. A little similar to Dark Souls as well, both in the normal enemy combat, but specifically in the boss combat. It is a very boss fight focused game. I think even on the Steam page it says Souls-like. Um, yeah, there's a lot to talk about here. This game is so cool. The top right, what? is kind of similar to a Risk of Rain ordeal, the Cursemark. So as we clear more areas, I wouldn't call them dungeons because they're pretty open, but you can just kind of equate it to going through the next dungeon. So like for example, we go up here. We can't go this way because it's locked, but let's go up here. We'll go to the next area or dungeon. And every time we clear a dungeon of enemies, it'll say the Cursemark tightens. So that pretty much in the top right there, just like it did there, increases the difficulty. So what you want to do is try to explore as many areas on the map as you can before the curse mark gets too difficult and then you can't get any further. So it's not really time based per se, but it's just the pathway you decide to take. Very similar to Risk Rain, but slightly different, not as reliant on time. Looks like we have a spell here, or a skill, Cinder Shot. Shoot out a javelin of burning flame. It has Fire Strike, deals 30 damage, and deals fire trail damage. Also, a great thing. I love, love, love when any kind of roguelike does this, where they explain in detail exactly what everything is. So, burning, a fire status drains health. Fire Strike applies burning. Fire trail damage as a trail of fire. And then it'll tell you what is the status, what is frozen, what is all of this. And Halls of Torment does something like that as well. I love when games do that. Knowing what all the upgrades you're getting exactly do is a lot better. Okay, so this is our spell. We just do right click. Now you'll notice here we have 3 charges, and that opened the gate there. So now for future runs, I don't know if we'll be going through this tutorial area again, but for example, in future runs, that would now be permanently unlocked. So now we don't need to worry about unlocking it. But as I was saying about the spell, so we gain energy by hitting enemies using our main attack here, and that'll fill up these 3 charges down at the bottom, and then we just right click to do it. So it doesn't have a cooldown, kind of similar to Hades in that aspect too. Again, why I wanted to play this game next is reminded me a lot of Hades. So what you're going to want to do is use your attacks to charge it up. There's not like a time cooldown or anything. Ooh, missing the fireballs there. Let's clear out these enemies. And healing is hard to come by in this game. Not as much, like it's not too bad, and you could even get some health from enemies. But like these bottles will only heal 50, and especially when you go into a boss fight, you're gonna be sucking up heals. Even trying to dodge, and our dash or dodge, whatever you want to call it, gives us iframes as well. So that'll be crucial. Kind of a Dark Souls adjacent thing. Okay, we got our first rune here. The Rune of Fragments increases attack count at the cost of our damage. So what you do is you just kind of place it in here. Honestly though, let's not do it on our sword. Let's do it on our fireballs. So now, kind of like in the spell crafting adjacent genre here, rune crafting, now we shoot 2 fireballs. They do less damage, but we get double the fireballs. So you can kind of customize what these abilities will do. And the way to unlock all these slots, all these new abilities, is exploring the map. Like you'll see shrines, you'll see things that'll let you unlock abilities, which again I think is really really cool, very unique, especially for the roguelike genre. Very somber music over here. Oh, so these guys right here, they're the equivalent of like the elite enemies in any kind of game. I don't know if they're called curse marked or whatever, but more of those enemies will appear as our curse mark gets more intense. So eventually we'll be going into a new area, and it's just all of those marked enemies. They do have a lot more health, do a lot more damage. Another rune, Smits of Spray of Flame. That's actually really good for our fireballs, so we'll place it there. And then we got a chest here. What do you have for us? Shield of the Spell Sword. It's a talisman. So now let's equip this up here. We gain barrier whenever we cast a spell. That'll be really nice, actually. So whenever we use our fireballs here, we'll get some, I believe, just temporary shield. Cool. I'll unlock that door for us. And you'll see, again, we're just going through the tutorial right here because the game has us do it. But you'll see what I mean. So like, for example, here, we pull this lever. Now this will permanently be open and we can continue to go back to where we started. And that shortcut was blocked before. Again, I love the exploration of this game. Also very, very similar to Dark Souls, but with that kind of roguelike element. Astral Tears. So these are used to clear what's called corruption right here. Again, another way to kind of permanently expand your locations to go in the map. by clearing, it also gives us essence. That's basically gold. It's the run currency. This is more kind of equated to a meta progression currency. And both of these carry over in between runs. So if you die, you'll keep these. Um, but this is more important. We need astral tears to clear out more of the map. And then, yeah, our bottles to restore health. Let's not use it, though, because we only need to restore 40 health. Throw some fireballs at him. You can see the burning effect and the flame trails we're leaving now. Really good. And then there's our barrier in the bottom left, that blue over health that we're getting from casting our fireball. Ugh. I also really love the whole art style, the whole vibe of this game, the dark fantasy, Dark Souls-esque. Okay, blessings. So these are the other things, very similar to Talisman. I can't afford it. Actually, yes, I can. There's some essence right here. Let's clear out these enemies before I sit here and take a blessing. So you pay your essence, and it just gives you another temporary or run specific buff. So we'll have this for the run. Um, just very similar to Talisman, but there's no limits on them like there is our Talisman slots. Let's finish clearing out these guys. And the enemy variety, especially with the bosses, very, very cool in this game. I love when a game has a bunch of different unique enemies. Keeps it from being too repetitive. And in that aspect, I guess Cursemark is not a roguelike because the map is not RNG. Like, it relies on the map for the meta progression. So what is RNG is what runes do you get when you're going throughout the map. The enemies can sometimes be different, but most of the time they're the same in specific areas. Who are you, weird lady? Let's see if I can do some voice acting here. This is not going to be good. I'm sorry in advance. Come forth, child. You ventured far into a strange land. Don't be coy now. Okay, lady. I don't know if I want to begin ritual, but alright. Blood is the price, Cursemark. Oh yes, you will pay it many times over. Now, take your life. Mingle your blood with this land and be bound to it. My God, that was terrible voice acting. I'm so sorry. I don't think we encountered this lady again. The eye of the void shall witness you, and the wheel of Valoria shall spin. I'm even changing it mid-talking here. And also, PSA, to anybody out there who encounters a strange old lady telling you to mingle your blood with the land, I would advise you don't do that. It's not good advice to take. Do not mingle your blood with the land because now you'll end up here. Okay, so when we die, we come back here into the Veil of Death. So in between runs, this is not the hub area per se. This is just where you go when you die. These little symbols around us, we unlock, or they light up, I guess, when we beat one of the main bosses. Right now in early access, there is 3 main bosses and a bunch of like other side bosses. Again, very akin to Dark Souls. So once you beat one of the main bosses, you'll unlock this and they'll give you another permanent buff. So you'll see that as we go here. And then we gaze into this big ass eyeball. Thou standest here at the last, with that pale spark thou callest a soul. For death is no outward door to thee, curse-marked. I shall restore thee, so ye shall never leave the prison of thine own life. So yeah, this big ass eyeball is gonna give us some essence and astral tears every time we die, and then respawn us. Boom! And now we are in the hub area. Okay, what voice should I give this guy? Ah, new soul is trapped in this spiritual rapids. Please come talk to me when you can. Yes, sir. Here's our skills here. So at this point, almost every roguelike does it. Elemental effects. So we have Chronic, which is fire, lightning, ice, celestial, divine, rot, which is poison, and umbral, which is like blood drain stuff. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, we have a weapon, a spell slot, a ward slot, which is like our block parry, and then an ultimate slot, which is our Q. But let's go talk to this nice man down here. What you got for us? Greetings, Cursemark. It's been many years since the last sorrowful visitor appeared here. I see the contemptible void eye has pierced you. Alas, it's poisoned straight to the heart. As a small comfort, please take this. I offer it humbly. And I believe, yeah, so he's going to give us attunement sigils. These are our meta progression currency here. We go to this guy, we spend it to unlock new abilities. An attunement sigil. A small warmth is a rare thing in this place. Bring me them, and I shall shed their warmth upon you, enlightening you to new skills. Pretty much what I just said. Okay. What should we unlock? So we can get. We already have a spell. We already have a sword. The sword's pretty good off rip. It does 15 damage. This one does as well, but it's a lot slower, and this does less. Applies burning. So it's unique. Like this one does crit, has knockback. This one applies ice. The rot applies poison. This drains life, but does very little damage. So let's grab a ward here. Concealed. What is concealed? I don't remember. A status that guarantees evasion or dodge until you attack or cast a spell. I don't really want that. Rot. This one spawns a corpse flower. Ice. This one gives us armor for 8 seconds. So with the ward charges, you get 3 or sometimes in some cases 2. And you can only use it for that room, that dungeon, that area, whatever you want to call it. They'll refresh each time, but you only have 3 uses. So you have to be a little sparing, especially during boss fights, about when you do it. Where's a lightning one? Evasion 66.2% and movement speed. Let's grab this one. This one's pretty nice. And then it will also apply electricity to our enemies. Nice. Meta progression. Yeah, wards are defensive skills, can be cast a few times in each area. Let's go over here, select our new ward ability, and let's get on the run. Oh, we have another guy to talk to. What do I give? What voice do I give this guy? Ah, a hopeful face. The Temple of Iron is your destination, whether you know it yet or not. The road is perilous, and I'd rather not have you wandering it blindly. So I shall mark it upon your map. I don't know why I'm giving this guy such a high-pitched voice, but it suits him. Okay, here is our map. The temples here, that big old symbol, was a boss. That was one of our first bosses. There, even you should be able to find it now. Do try to arrive in one piece. This guy's a lot of dialogue. Should not have given him this voice. When you clear an area, your map will let you fast travel there instantly. It would be unwise to forget this. Yeah, okay. Maybe we don't stick with that voice. We'll see. I think we're gonna counter him again. So, okay, our map here. Now we don't have anything discovered, but once we do, it'll show you, and I'll show you as you go in here. But right now with early access, we have 3 bosses. The one here, the one in, I think it's called the Mire, and the one down here in the Curse Woods. So all of this up here is not in the game yet, and will be added with future updates. We have all this down here, roughly half the map, so to speak, but there's a lot to it. So yeah, that's our first goal, is get to the first boss. Onward, into the run, I'm ready. Usually when you start first off rip, just do your ward, especially in these early rooms, you can just avoid some damage. And ours gives us evade, so it's just literally a flat 60, I think it was 66% chance to avoid damage, which is huge for us. It doesn't start out too bad at all. Even the sword they give you off rip is really nice. But as the Cursemark tightens, as we explore more and more rooms, you'll see the enemies will start being really, really tanky, and then we just won't be able to go any further until we get more meta progression. Okay, speaking, we have a rune. Deal increased damage for each curse on our target. So the curses are condemned, blinded, bleeding, and poisoned. We're not really applying any curses right now, so this won't even do anything for us. We could just leave it in our inventory. Not a great rune to get off rip, but that's alright. And that's really the main RNG, is what runes, what talisman you get. the actual map is going to be the same, so that doesn't change. But riddles. So you read these inscriptions here. They give you some kind of thing. So this one says, "Smite the sword with strokes thrice and forward to reveal the price for all the world." And then once you know the riddle, it'll be in your notebook, or clue, I should say. It'll be in your notebook here. And here's the three areas: the Mire Glades, Curse Woods, and then the Lowlands, which we're in now. Um, so yeah, it doesn't always have to apply to this area. I know most of the riddles, because again, I've played a lot of this game. Um, but for this one, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you solve the secret. So what it'll do is change something about the map, either unlock something, spawn in something, and now permanently, each time we start a run, because we always will start in this area, we will have this chest here. So now we permanently will have just an extra rune or talisman opportunity. And it looks like we got a talisman. Increased evasion 30%. Yes, please. It's very nice. So like, yeah, right here, this is closed. There's a lever over there we're going to have to pull. We're going to have to go around. An attunement sigil, some meta progression. Let's grab that. Now that will be disappeared. You can only grab that once because we've already grabbed it. The only things that are really always there are going to be the runes and talisman chests that you have, and these shrines that we'll encounter right here too. But any kind of meta progression is like a one-time use thing. So on future runs, we won't have that attunement sigil. Up here, huge crit. Oh, these guys are fast. I always forget. See if we can hit these range guys. Nice, got them both. Oh, no. Dodge, please. I'm not great at any kind of Souls-like. I've played Elden Ring and a little bit of Bloodborne, but not a lot. And I'm not very good at them, so this kind of combat is relatively new to me. Though I have played this, so I have some idea of it. Okay, we have enough Astral Tears to clear this. Let's do this. So now this will permanently be cleared. We don't have to clear it again. To give us some essence for clearing. And now we can upgrade a talisman. Let's upgrade our evasion. So now we have a 45% chance. Very nice. It really had one use for it, but if you had more Astral Tears, you could upgrade the Forge to give you more upgrade uses. I think to a maximum of 3. It looks like we have a Blessing. You deal more damage, but take more damage as well. So we get 20% increased damage, but 10% increased taken for 15 essence. Yeah, let's buy that. I think that'll be nice. I'm not too worried about taking too much damage, especially at first. Oh, I guess that was a secret too. I didn't even, we didn't even read the inscription yet. I didn't know. Thrice you run about the life's tree, a path shall rise for thee. So that was definitely not what that one is. That was a different inscription that we didn't read yet. Oh yeah, so stand still within a deathly spot, the way to the cemetery shall be wrought. Completely by accident there, but nice. I think with some of these riddles, you need to pay attention to the map. So yeah, we're in the Shrine of Death. Stand still in a deathly spot, Shrine of Death, and then we unlock that area. So now that'll be permanently unlocked. Very cool. And then let's go. Let's go to the cemetery. Oh my god, I hate these ghost enemies so much. These guys are invulnerable and they teleport like behind you, especially the elite enemy versions, the cursed versions. They teleport really, really fast. Oops. Come on. Whoosh. Shoot some fireballs at y'all. Man, we don't got our double fireball. I miss it. Especially when you get these, like that increased attack count fireball, or rune, excuse me, that we placed on our fireball. There's that curse one I was talking about. Those are legendary, so those do a lot. And if you get lucky with the RNG and can get that, they can really make a powerful build. And builds can get seriously crazy. There is some amount of like elemental synergy, but not really to the extent it is in other games. Like it's like, all right, you get bonuses for burning damage. There's a few of that. So you don't have to go into one specific element per se. You can really jack of all trades it. Another inscription here. The flask before the monk's storehouse thou shalt stip to unlock the door with thy lip. Okay, cool. So for the first room, the clue was for that room, but usually these inscriptions are for somewhere completely different on the map. It has to be somewhere in these lowlands areas, but it isn't like in this specific area. And that lever was just for that, but we already opened it. Let's go up here. We have another blessing. Our ultimate generates more quickly by 10%. We don't even have an ultimate, so this is not worth it right now. Still have to get one. Okay, can we go this way? Doesn't look like it. So if it says that the door does not open from the side, what that means is you need to go around. And it'll show you on the map, the red arrow there is a closed shortcut. So we need to go up and around and open it from the other side. If it says, like it did for another door we passed earlier, the door does not budge, that just means you have to solve a riddle, not go around the map. So you can kind of get an estimate here. Okay. Reading the map here, at first for me it was a little confusing to understand what was happening. So like right here, we have two options. We could have gone right, but it's closed. This is left back to where we are. And similar to Pathogenic, which we played on this channel, it has a fast travel feature. So once you clear an area, you can fast travel back to where you cleared. Now that wasn't really worth it because it was just the next room over. But it becomes relevant when you start clearing, large areas of the map and want to teleport back, because like for example right here, that blessing, we don't have an ultimate, but if we end up getting an ultimate somehow, which you can't in the run, but just for example, then you could go back to that blessing and use the pad, just fast travel there. It won't raise the curse mark. It only raises the curse mark when you clear the area the first time. But yeah, so we can go up or left. We can't go that way. We can go left here, but let's just go up. We want to try to get as close to the temple up there as we can. Get to our first boss. Will we get here on our first run? Probably not. The curse mark. Really, you start noticing it once it gets above like 12. Once it gets towards like the 15 range, it's like, okay, these enemies are tanky now. But usually for the first 10 or so, it's not bad at all. So depending, we have a long ways to go to get to the first boss, so we probably won't be able to get, like, the curse mark will end up being too much for us to even get there. And another cool kind of nuance to the curse mark and meta progression system of Cursemark, the game, the curse mark also increases the difficulty of the boss as well. Just makes everything more difficult. Boss does more damage, boss has more health. So with the main part of meta progression being exploring the map, when you unlock all the shortcuts, you can go directly to the boss and beat it when the curse mark is at its lowest level. So beat it when the boss is the easiest, as opposed to getting it the first time, the curse mark's at 15, you're cooked. You're not beating the boss off rip unless you have a really good build. We don't have any more astral tears. These astral tears are pretty difficult to find at first. Obviously, as we unlock more of the map, we'll get some. Plus 20 max health. Yeah, let's do that. It's only 10 essence. A worthy trade, I'd say. So now our blessings, we deal more damage, take more damage, and have more health. We have 120. And we haven't taken too much damage. We still are full of bottles. And there's shrines we'll come across that can either increase our max bottle count, refill them, or increase how much they heal as we explore the map a little further. I almost keep forgetting to pop my ward. There's no point in, especially in these early, just avoid the damage, get the evasion off rip. It only lasts for 8 seconds, but usually we're able to beat all the enemies. We want to get this nest because it's going to keep spawning these bird critters again and again and again. Eesh. It's also very tanky because it's a curse nest. Oh, pop that. No, get away, get away. Come on, come on. Okay. Last guy. Nice. Cursemark Titans. Increase essence drop rate, which is this gold here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Little something for us. Little sweet treat. Okay, we did take a decent amount of damage there. Let's pop a bottle. And always look around the map. This game rewards exploration. So, around the map. We have a new inscription. Hew down all the sunflowers bright to reveal the prize inside. So if we find an area with sunflowers, we gotta remember that. And again, we can always pull up our thing here. Is there anything in this area? Flask before the monk's storehouse. I don't think this is the monk's storehouse. No, definitely is not. But that's locked, so does not budge, means we need to solve a riddle. Maybe it's this one here. But let's look at our riddles. Any other ones we could do? Life's tree. I don't think there's any big old tree. It's good. Let's just go up here. Ugh. These guys got... What do they even have on their heads? A spiky bucket, I guess? Nice. Pop our thing here. You can see how much we're evading, both with our talisman and our ward here. We are like... I mean, we have, together with the two of them, like a 90% evade rate. I'm sure it caps out. Like, there's no way you have a 100% chance to evade, but we are evading like almost every single attack, which is nice. Okay, we don't have any astral tears to clear that. What is this? Where does that budge? Honestly, I wonder if... I can't remember. This might be the monk's storehouse. So, a flask before the monk's storehouse, thou shalt sip to unlock the door with thy lip. I believe that's our bottles. So if we waste a bottle here... Nice, that was it. Okay, so now this is permanently unlocked for us in future runs. And these are bottle jars, so we just got the bottles that we use. And then if we drink from a well, that just restores a little bit of health, but we're full health. And here's a good example of going back to a cleared area. So say we're low on health, we're out of bottles here. We can... Wrong button. We can come back to this cleared area, fast travel, and then go to the well and restore some health for free. The wells are one-time use. Another inscription up here. Run over the bridge to and fro where skulls lie scattered in a row. Didn't we just go over a bridge down here? Let's go back down yonder. And there's skulls. Okay, so I think to and fro. Let's just go back and forth. Back and forth. Hopefully this is right. I don't know how many times. Okay, that was right. Sweet. And now we unlock that. So that'll be permanently unlocked for us for future runs. And a free chest. What do you got for us, chest? Cracked mirror. We have not been looking at the runes we've been getting. So there's our meta progression currency. Let's leave that in there. We're still not dealing any damage with curses. So that's useless. Deal increased damage for each elemental status on our target. So we have fire and lightning. That's kind of worth. Oops, wrong button there. Equip this. We only have 2 talisman slots right now. Causes burning on enemies. Okay, let's do that. Just increase the amount of burning that does. When wounded, deal increased damage. I believe... So wounded is half health. So when we're half health, we deal 120% more damage. Do we want that over this, though? No, because more often than not, we're going to be applying this. So that should give us kind of the same amount. 2 statuses, 120%. Cause a great deal of electrical, but our attacks are smaller. We'll put that on our ward because it's already causing electrical. More burning. Yes, please. Our movement speed is increased. Ooh. Now, I always say, in Survivor's style, that would be huge. But this is not really a Survivor style. Like, the areas are relatively small, and we have a dodge, so this isn't really relevant for us. Causes frozen on enemies. Okay. That'll give us another elemental effect for this, or status effect for that. Wounded enemies release lightning. Ooh, let's do that on here. So wounded is half health enemies. That's good. And then we have a chance to reflect projectiles. Ooh. So do we go for full survivability or little damage? I say we keep it for now. Let's keep this talisman though. We'll put it up here. One thing I don't like, again, this is an indie game and early access. I don't know if at some point they will, but there's no image for any of these here. So you have to go over and highlight it to see what it is. At least if they had a symbol for like talisman versus rune, that would be nice. Because now I need to highlight over all these spots to see what I have. We're not going to use this. We can drop the talismans. There are ways to sell your runes. We're not going to use that talisman either. So we'll keep any other runes. I don't think there's... Oh, yeah. Keep that one so we can sell it. But for the talismans, if you're not going to use it, you don't have any slots, just drop it. Though we might end up unlocking a slot if we find it on the map. Because that'll be the main way to unlock any of these slots we have here. You just have to discover the shrine or whatever it is on the map. Okay, where can we go? We can go up towards the temple there or left. I want to see if we can unlock this shortcut, so let's go left. I think that'll be more efficient for us. That way we don't have to go down this whole path here. We can just use that shortcut every time. Ooh. See, you can already tell we're at Cursemark 6, and there's already more elite enemies on average. Not by a lot, and they're not even that bad, but eventually you get to, you know, Cursemark 15 plus. like all these enemies are going to be elite enemies here, and we'll have to deal with that. Oh, dodge, huge evade. Pop a fireball. At least these fireballs have piercing. We have a rune of desperation. Still no astral tears. Can't clear that. Let's get this. See what this rune is. Deals increased damage as our health drops. Let's keep the frozen for the status, and obviously we don't want to be low health, so we'll leave that for now. Who are you, sir? It's an old man.
Your body may move in a wheel of life and death, but your soul advances ever onwards.
I gotta quit with the voice acting. It's bad. 30, but it upgrades all our blessings. Oh, well, we can't afford that, but that would be nice. Maybe we come back to ya. We have this area cleared, so we can always fast travel. Okay, we want to see if we can unlock this shortcut, so let's go left again. Dash down yonder. And pull this lever. Nice! Now that'll always be down there for us. We head the other way. Oh, make sure our ward is on, so we're evading. Oh, a lot of enemies here. Where you going, boy? Where you going? Huh? Come here. Come here. Stop running away. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mark these, or get these ranged guys first. Pull down. Oh, huge fireball. Come on. Nice. Rune of Pride. And who are you, sir? Our bottles are full. I guess we can let's pop a bottle and then grab this one so we're back at full. Oh, this is the guy we trade our runes with. So you have to use 2 runes and it'll just give you a random one. So you can't trade the talismans. There's nothing in the game that lets you trade the talismans. Maybe they'll add it at some point, but right now you can only trade these runes. So we're not going to use these. We're not doing any curses. Don't really care about low health. So let's see what random rune. Causes attacks to repeat. Interesting. So +1 sequence. How does that work? Like if we put it on, let's try it on here. Does it just do 2 fireballs? Oh, it does. Very cool. Okay. Slightly different than the attack count because it repeats it twice. So instead we have 2 fireballs that follow each other instead of before it was 2 that went at the same time. That's nice, but it is -40 damage. Honestly, worth having the double fireballs. I think is an overall DPS increase and more burning stacks. Okay, let's go down. I'm committed to unlocking that shortcut in the beginning. Oh, we got our first boss. Uh-oh, I forgot about this. Iron Bastard. This is rough. This guy shoots out a bunch of axe projectiles. Our build is not great right now either. It's gonna be a little rough. This is not one of the main bosses. These are one of the side bosses, and we're only at Cursemark 8, so I guess this guy won't be too bad. Hopefully. But again, with this, let's pop our bottle. With this game, because the maps are not RNG, the enemies aren't really RNG either. Really, the only thing is what the runes are. This guy will always be here, so we can always come back and fight him once we unlock this room area. Oh my god, we're taking so much damage. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Pop a bottle really quick. Shoot a fireball at him. He's halfway down. Oh, ooh, ooh. Back on him. Oh, yeah, hit him with the fireball delirious. I really don't like that spinning attack he does. And we're out of wards too. See, you have to be careful in the boss things because you're gonna end up wanting to use it, but you go through them really fast. So maybe you do want to wait. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's not do that. Okay, we're low health again. Use our last bottle. Okay, we gotta kill him fast because we are running out of health. Nope, dodge. Come on, dude. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh my god. I really wish our dodge recharged just slightly faster. I'm wanting to continue spamming it, but it's not ready. Go around, go around, go around. Okay, he's low, he's low, he's low. Come on, come on. We are low as well. Pop fireball. No, 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 no. Come on. Oh my god. Please, stop. He's so low, he's so low. We got him. Ooh, nice. Nice. Beat our first boss off rip. Not the true, like, big bosses of the game, but a side boss there. Pretty cool. And he gave us some astral tears, so we can go back and clear some of the corruption. Got a blessing over here. We could store more ward. Ooh, that's really nice. Let's grab that. It only costs 10 essence, too. If only we had enough to upgrade all our blessings, this would give us +2 ward chargers. That'd be insane. We got a bottle down here. Yes, please. We'll pop that. We're stored back almost to full. What do we have over here? So now that we beat him, I think it unlocked that shortcut in the beginning. Okay, since we're here, let's clear this. I believe this is a talisman forge or talisman upgrade. So that'll permanently be cleared. Yeah, so this I think should unlock that. But now when we start, because you always start right here, I guess that's the hub there. So you always start right here. You could just go directly and fight the boss after you clear this first area. Now the issue with that is it's low curse marks, so it'll be the easiest he will ever be. However, you have no runes or anything. There is meta progression down here you can get where you can like buy talismans before going into a run. Um, so you'll have some equipped, and that's when you'd be able to clear him. And then he won't give you an attunement sigil. It was only that first time beating him that he did. Let's do more damage. So he won't give us these attunement sigils anymore, but he will continue to give us essence and these astral tears. So what you can kind of do is start the run, go beat him really quick, come over here, get this blessing, get some bottles, upgrade your talisman, get a chest, and then go like wherever else you want to go, because he's pretty early on in the game. Oh, I didn't even lock the shortcut. Stupid. Let's not do that. That was the whole point of coming over here. And let's unlock it. So this is our first area where we smacked this sword with our sword. And this is where we started. So now that'll permanently be unlocked. And like I was saying, we could just pop in here and then go fight him every single time. Okay, let's see if we can make progress up to the temple. So let's keep going up. Actually, is there a better... Maybe we want to go here and then go up that way. It seems like it's closer to the temple. Okay, let's fast travel over there. We're only at Cursemark 9, so it still shouldn't be too bad. And our build is not like anything special. Ooh, increase attack size. This does give us frozen though, which is increasing our damage. So I don't know if I want to increase... Maybe instead of just additional burning, we do bigger fireballs. Let's do that. I like that better. Ultimate charges fat again. I got excited, but we don't have an ultimate yet. Where did I put that one? Is everything equipped here? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we really want to unlock... Oops, wrong button. Unlock more of these rune slots here because we are looking pretty bare right now. All right, up. Up. Our ward here. Grab some of these enemies. Our fireballs really aren't that much bigger. I thought it would be a more noticeable increase, but I guess it's only 20%. Nonetheless, large AoE is always good, especially for big old flaming balls. Nice, cleared it. Okay, so these. If we begin the challenge, it'll spawn a bunch of enemies, usually elite enemies, and then if we do it, we'll get this attunement sigil. Cursemark's only 10, so we should be able to do this. Let's run it. Let's run it. Usually these challenges aren't too bad. If you were to do this challenge when the Cursemark is very large or very intense, high level, whatever you want to call it, this would be near impossible. But right now it's not that bad. Fireballs, fireballs. Fly burn. We get it? Nice. We do not have any heals right now though, so we got to be careful about how much damage we take. Or find more bottle jars. Anything else over here? Ooh, we got a blessing. What is this? Max HP? Sure. Let's grab it. Only is 10 essence. Can we go up this way? Door does not open from that side. So now that it's nice too, you want to interact with those so you see that it is closed. You can see where you can't go. But because it doesn't open from that side, that's not a riddle we need to solve. That's somewhere we need to go up and around. I guess I don't want to go into the curse woods here. Maybe we just go left and see if that takes us up to the temple there. Let's make sure. We could go right. I don't want to go into that area yet though, because that looks like it's starting to get us into the next area. We're not ready for that. Ooh, we got astral tear darts down there. Let's see if we can go get those. A lot of enemies over here. Holy. starting to see more and more cursed elite enemies as well. Come on. Come on. And more enemies down here. Pop fireballs, pop fireballs. Come on. I just cleared him. Oh, this is behind a locked door. 15? Is it worth those? Let's see what else we have over here. This one's open. What is this? You store more war charges. Okay, this is only 10, but we only have enough for one. That would be, well, we're getting low health, so that would be nice, but mostly for a boss fight. We don't really care in these early, just kind of basic enemy rooms. Okay, we could get more max health blessing there. Could do this to get a chest, give us a rune. What's this? There's only 5, but this is a blessing we have to pay for. It increases, I think, our main weapon damage, our sword. But it costs a lot, if I remember right, like 20 essence. Relatively a lot. And there's a well over there if you want to restore. Honestly, let's grab these astral tears so we can clear some corruption. Maybe level up some of our runes or something. Okay. Now, where was it back here that we could clear? So there's a talisman forge. It doesn't have that circle to the right like those first two did, so that means it's not cleared. It shows us there's one there, it's just not cleared. There's a runic forge we can clear here to upgrade our runes. We should probably clear stuff in the center though, because that's where we're going to be going. Okay, there's a runic forge here we haven't cleared. Let's go clear this. Typically, you start going down the center, and then depending on if you want to go to the Curse Woods on the right or the Mire on the left, whatever boss you're trying to get to next, you kind of start down the middle for most of them. So it's best to prioritize unlocking a bunch of this stuff in these middle areas. Okay, upgrade a rune. Which one do we want to upgrade? Maybe this one because it's legendary. Does it give us more repeats? That would be nice. No, it only lowers, only by 3% too. That's not that good. I thought that would be better. Maybe we do, let's do attack size. Yeah, let's do that. So now we get 40% increased attack. How big are our balls? Slightly bigger. Okay, we can't go that way. This leads us back down here, so I guess let's try going up here. Just straight up. Pop some balls. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Shoot. Dodge. The combat is very satisfying. Again, very similar. Oh, we're taking a decent amount of damage here. Very similar to Hades. Like, Hades has very satisfying combat as well. But, like, pointing and clicking, dodging, doing your abilities here, very satisfying. I love how they do the combat in this game. Increase max bottles for paying 15. Let's honestly do that because I think it'll give us a bottle, right? Please? Yes, it does. Nice. Okay. Let's pop a bottle. We are at low health, and not anymore. I drank from the well, too. Nice. Little something. Oh, so with these, again, this game really incentivizes exploration. There are astral tears that you can't really see. You can see it's kind of shining here. There's like little sparkles, but they're very hidden. So you just kind of have to walk around and then wait for that prompt to pop up. Give us a free astral tear here. We desperately need those to clear the corruption. Oh, this guy's back. What'd I give you? I gave you the very high-pitched voice, right?
The water ahead is swift and deep, my friend. If you catch my meaning, you should reconsider your path. However, if you're quite intent, the key is the slaughterhouse. If you can even get that, well...
Now, I'm not sure it's the best voice for him, but that's right. Okay, so marking the key on our map here. We need to go somewhere over here, but we don't know. And then this door is locked.
Do not mistake this plane for the summit of anything. It is but a lower rung beneath the eye.
Yeah, we're still in the early game. Yeah, so we need the key to unlock this door. Start going that way. I think we need to unlock this door to start going up to the temple. I don't think we can go up by going to the right into the other area here. So let's go for the key. Let us go for the key. We have 1 essence. Nice. So we can't increase our max health. Okay, we have 1 option. We're going left. Alright then. Pop fireballs, pop the ward, spam fireballs. Ooh, we are evading so many attacks, luckily. Dodge, dodge. These fire trails have been very nice as well. They last for a while on the ground. Just applying a decent bit of burn damage. You can already see the cursed enemies. We're at Cursemark 12, so it's noticeable now. We're getting these marked enemies more and more, and even the normal enemies have a little bit more health, or do more damage for that matter. Alright, let's clear this. Now, I mean, we don't have enough, but even here, we shouldn't prioritize upgrading, unless we're like dedicated on going like these center areas I was talking about earlier. Maybe we want to max upgrade those, but typically you just want to prioritize saving your astral tears for the corruption. We should look at what other runes we got. So it's a talisman, cause a great deal of freezing but do less damage. Now we're not really going into freezing. We could do it on here, but that's just gonna reduce our damage on our main weapon. Ultimate, that's a talisman. Rune, legendary. Battle or brittle ice. Enemies have a chance to shatter on crits. Chance increases against frozen enemies. So what is shatter? Shatter chance. Critical hits have a chance, so a chance within a chance, I guess, to shatter an enemy, instantly killing them. And the chance increases on frozen enemies. Wow. Okay, I actually did not know about that. So there's no way that shatter applies for bosses, because if you hit a crit on a boss, even with a low chance, you could instantly kill them. It must just be normal enemies. Still very cool, but we don't have crit or that much frozen, so let's not really do anything with that. Creates a burst of stars, so add chain starburst. That might be nice. Maybe on our... Do we get rid of the attack size? When enemies release lightning, I want to keep that. I feel like that's nice. And then a lightning strike. I want to just go full lightning with our ward here. I honestly... Let's try it. Let's try it on our main weapon. See what it does. Yeah, that's fine for now. Reorganize a little bit. Are there any talismans we don't care about? Let's see. Ultimate. We don't have an ultimate. So... Oops. We're in the rune set. We didn't even upgrade our rune yet. Let's just do attack size a little more. The max, I believe, is 5 for the runes, and then I think level 3 for the talismans. Looking a little low. We're at half health here. Alright, keep going left. Some bottles would be nice right about now. Pop some fireballs. Got him. Okay, there's our little starburst we're doing. That's not bad. Just gives us some AoE on our main weapon. Pretty decent. I like it. I like it. Oop, oop. Okay, we are noticing this Cursemark a little bit more now. These enemies are doing a decent bit. Clear the ranged weapons there. Pop a fireball. Oosh. Uh-oh. These guys are fast. I don't like them. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Get away from me. Get away from me. Pop my ward. Please evade. Please evade. Yeah, this guy's a little tanky too. Whew. Just barely got it. Sitting at a healthy 16. Open door. Does not open from this side. Bruh, that's where we need to go. So we need to keep going further left? Man, that's rough. Give us max health, please. Please. And a bottle would be very nice. And we're at 14, so the Cursemark is really... It's noticeable now for sure. Anything else around here? We have not been looking at a thing here. Life's tree, we haven't really encountered a big ass tree. And sunflowers, we haven't really encountered sunflowers, I don't think. Not sure. That's alright. Just keep going. Down this. Ooh! Yes, please, yes, please. Oh, thank God. That was much needed. And this enemy's dropping hell for us too? Oh, we're getting lucky. RNG is blessing us right now. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Trying to dodge as much as I can. I'm just spamming spacebar. Keep our ward active. I'm not really paying attention. I'm more so paying attention to my these enemies on screen, not when my ward is running out. So I gotta keep remembering to spam E so we continue to have that increased invasion. Fireball, fireball. Well, last enemy. Oh, you're fast. Nice. We we're just cutting it close. Ember shot. Ooh, is that flame? Retaliation damage. It's not great. A mist spray of flame. Do we want that over increased attack? We've already upgraded this so much though. Let's just leave it. Man, we really need more rune slots right now. We have all these runes. Nothing to do with them. Let's clear this corruption. Can't even afford this. Is this max bottles? If we do though, let's come back, because that'll give us a free bottle off rip. And I know there's somewhere that can recharge our bottles. You have to pay for each one, but that would be nice. Okay. So I want to keep going left. I want to get up to that. We need to go up and around because we can't go up there. So left. We unlocked this. Let's go left here. Oh, we got ghost. Fuck, I hate ghosts. This is rough too. There's gonna be a lot of cursed ghosts too. Oh no. This might be it. This might be it. You can already see like the teleporting is brutal, especially with these cursed guys because they teleport so fast. Okay, we got that one down. Nope. Get away from me. Get away from me. Ooh, teleporting right there. These guys honestly aren't as bad than normal ones, other than the invulnerability they have. So it just takes a little bit longer to kill them. Okay, more enemies up there. Oh, we got a cursed one. Oh, we got 3 cursed ones. Holy shit. Make sure our ward is active. Spam fireballs. Spam fireballs. Come on, come on, come on. God, these guys are so tanky too. Fireball, fireball. Ooh, one more enemy. He's gonna teleport to me probably. Come here. Come here, I know you want to. I know you want to. What are you doing? Come here. Fine, I'll come to you. Oh, now you decide to teleport, huh? Whew, still got it. Just barely. Okay, let's look around in this area. We got a rune, can't do anything with. Locked door, doesn't open from this side. Ooh, an inscription. A thunderbolt the twinkling tree must smite when you gleam the last bit of light. Okay, so something to do with thunder and something about a twinkling tree. I don't think our ward would work. I know we need some kind of lightning thing, but we might need the lightning sword or one of the other abilities. I don't think this applies strict lightning. Other than the rune we put on it, which might actually do something. Charged blackstone. I wonder what that is. Oof, these guys are fast. Big ol' rats. No, he got us. Damn. I think we got to, was it Cursemark 16? Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Once you get above 15, somewhere around that area, you really, yeah, 16. You really start to notice it. That was pretty decent. We cleared a lot of good areas. And then, like I said, when we die, we go back here. We look at this big-ass eyeball. He's going to give us some stuff. Little something, something. Appreciate it. Friendliest eyeball you ever met. Doesn't say much, but he does give us things. Oh, and we got a new guy here. Hey there, stranger. Come chat with me when you have a moment. Yes, sir. No new skills. We did grab... Not grab. Well, I guess we did. We have 3 attunement sigils, so we can grab some more stuff as well. Let's go talk to you first, though. What do you got to say? Hey, stranger. Welcome to our little foothold on the edge of the world. I could set you up with forge overcharges. These will add an extra level when you upgrade a rune or talisman. Don't keep me waiting, stranger. Keep calling me stranger. Okay, so forge overcharges. We have to pay for these. But another form of kind of semi-meta progression. You can pay so that when you encounter those rune forges or talisman forges, like this one here, the talisman forge, it adds an additional level. So instead, you get more value out of your upgrades. You level up twice instead of just one at a time. So it is nice, but you do have to pay for it. And it's only like a 1 use. It's not like for everything upgrades, like the first rune or talisman you upgrade. We'll level up twice instead of once. Let's grab some more skills, though. So we don't have an ultimate. Let's grab an ultimate. If I remember right, I think the lightning one was really cool. Leap upwards and slam down, creating electrical confluence. Does 100 damage with a 350% crit damage. So if we went into crit, that'd be really good. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. That seems nice. And then maybe a different spell. Maybe we change out of our fireball here. Use a volley of arrows. Shoot out small projectiles that obliterate distant enemies. Distant damage 240%. Maybe we go full lightning here. Emit a narrow penetrating beam of pure energy. Sequence 5, but only 15 damage. So it casts 5 times? Number of attacks you make extinguish with a single action. So just be like lightning, lightning, lightning. So what is that? 15 times 5? It's a decent amount of damage actually. That's not bad. Okay, we might grab that. What about this? Launch a freezing axe that creates a zone of frost, 40 damage, and then the ice strike. Or 10 ice strike and 40 damage. Surround yourself with frozen spikes. That seems really cool. I think I remember ice being good in this game. I don't know about all the abilities, but this one was really good when I used it. We could grab one more, but we're kind of full here. Maybe we try a different ward. The ice ward. This one gives us armor. So this one lasts for 9 seconds, gives us evasion. This will last for 8, gives us armor. Cooldown 9 seconds. Cooldown 13 seconds. This is just better, though. This does do damage or ice damage. Let's stick with this. I like the lightning one for now. Okay. And let's make sure we go equip our skills here and get ready for another run. Oh, we could have grabbed a new weapon actually. Maybe we try a new weapon. I do like the normal sword though. Does a decent amount of damage. We'll keep it for now. And we're back. Had to go to work. Let's get into run number 2 here with our newly unlocked ultimate. Our goal is going to be to try to get to that temple as fast as possible and beat that first boss. It might be a little difficult because we do have some shortcuts unlocked, but by the time we actually get to the boss, we still need to grab that key. By the time we get to the boss, the Cursemark won't be a little high, so that just ensures we need to have a good build going by the time we get there. Tortoise shell, I think. We got a rune as well. Enemies explode when killed. Damage increases when enemy is burning. It's not bad. Let's put it on. Let's put it on that. And increased armor. Nice. Not too bad. Okay. So the fastest way to get there, we could end up going to the left here and unlock some of these slots and then go straight up to the key. We could also try to beat this boss. However, we don't really have any runes or anything. He will be at Cursemark 1, but even with the lack of runes, it might be slightly difficult. Let's go left, though, so that we can discover these areas of the map. We'll just go straight up. Okay. Try to get that key as fast as we can as well. No dilly-dally. So we have one goal, and that's to go attempt the first boss on run number 2 here. Oh, we do. Let's clear this corruption after we kill this guy too. When you hold to clear, oh, I thought it would stop the enemies. It does not. I know when you like stop to get a blessing, it'll like pause the enemies so that while you're doing this, you don't get attacked or anything. Upgrade the runes to. Ooh, our bottles are more potent. Heal plus 60. Wow, that's really good. Let's equip that. Do increased damage against enemies who hit you. Let's just do that on our sword, and then this isn't super exciting to me because I don't think the damage will be huge. Let's just upgrade this retaliation. So now we do 40%. It's not bad because enemies will be hitting us even though we're trying to dodge. And clear this corruption too. Looks like this is a blessing. Yes, what do we got? Well wounded or less than 50% health, get additional armor. Dang, I guess we're going into like an armor build, tanky build here. We'll take it. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And now this will permanently be cleared. Let's check our riddles here. Thunderbolt, the twinkling tree must smite when you glean the last bit of light. That's also good we got this right here because this will count as thunder. I don't believe this ward does, even though it's electricity. Oops, wrong button. Hew down all the sunflowers. I don't think there's any sunflowers. Thrice you run about the life's tree. A path shall rise for you to see. Are we? This might be that tree. Shrine of Life. Yeah, this definitely is. Okay, so we just run around this thing. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And unlock that for us. I really like solving these riddles. I'm not huge into puzzle games, but when games like open world exploration games have the puzzles in them, I usually enjoy them, even if I'm not great at them. Figure out. Ooh, a lot of ranged enemies here. Almost purely archers. Okay, huge right click on there. Watch it. Boom. Yeah, that right click is really good. I love that. I honestly think, from my personal experience, ice, frozen, elemental is probably the best in this game. I mean, to be fair, all of them are really good, but the ice especially seems to do a lot of damage. Wind pendant, some kind of talisman, movement speed, over bottle heal and armor. I don't care about movement speed too much because we have the dash and we don't. This isn't like a survivor style, so movement speed isn't as important. Rune of Nimbus. Cause a great deal of electrified on enemies, but our attacks are smaller. Let's do that on the street here. Just give it more electrified. What do we got? At the withered tree where waters entwine, lose thy ultimate. The secret is 9. Okay, we gotta look out for a decrepit looking tree. Oh, okay, so this is a spell slot for us. Give us this, and now we get 1 more rune slot on our spell. Which would be good, because I honestly think our spell is pretty good, so we should try to upgrade that as fast as possible. Put a bunch of runes on it, and then let's do this challenge. We don't have enough to clear that corruption down there. Let's do this challenge. It's only Cursemark 3, so shouldn't be too bad. Oh, these enemies are all just spawning. Nope. They're all spawning right here, so it's easy for us to just kind of stand here. Wait, ultimate? Didn't even need it. Our spell's too good. Save the ultimate for the boss. The ultimate recharges fairly fast, and same with the spell. It uses energy, so your attack will charge the ultimate. You could probably, it's safe to say you could use it maybe once every other area is probably how fast it'll end up charging. Open door. Door does not open from this side, so that would mean we have to go probably down and around. Alright, that's alright. We can't go up from here, so we need to go back this way and move up to get that key. Good fast travel, but it's just the next room over, so let's just go over yonder. I don't know what we'll end up getting to the boss. It'll probably be a pretty high curse mark, so we'll still have to get this key and then go here. So, like, the boss might be insanely difficult by the time we get there. Where it is? Okay, there we go. So we go up. Ooh, the ghost. Hit the ghost. Come on. Remember to save my spell use for when there's like a bunch of enemies gathered around me, because if there is, this thing will have so much value on use. Oh, nice. Bottles heal for more. Do we want even more bottle healing? Because it's already at plus 60. I honestly think it's not worth spending the essence on that, because it is 15. Rune. Reorganize here. We're gonna drop this talisman because, like, it's not really worth for now. There's another retaliation. I guess we could just put it on our ultimate for now. Just give it a little extra damage. Deal increased damage as our health drops. Okay, we'll put it on our ultimate for now as well, and that's all the runes we have. Oh, these are the, I just realized, sunflowers. That is, right here. Hew down all the sunflowers to reveal the prize. So let's just chop all these things down. A lot of sunflowers to chop. I wonder, does my spell deal damage to him? It does. It's cool. Boom. Easy way to clear him down. Nothing like using some ice spikes to chop down your sunflowers here. And I really do wish they had something to sell your talismans, because you can trade in your runes, not even really sell them, but trade them in for a random one. If they had something like that for talismans too, that would be nice. Right now they do not in this game, so it's kind of useless to just carry them around. What do we get? A little something special, a little sweet treat. Nice. We're getting a lot of these sigils. And we got a little dude here. What do you got to say to us? I still see an ember burning in you. Good, good. Okay. Well, good for you, too. Oh, actually, you know what? I know what this guy is. I believe... Yeah, let's use a bottle, and then let's go up to him. Yeah, so he recharges our bottles for a price. But you can just keep coming back to him. It'll increase for each bottle you buy. So, like, that first one was really cheap. The next one will be, like, 10, 15, so on. That guy's really cool. And then if we end up needing more bottles, we can just go back to him, given we have the essence to buy them. But you gotta remember that. First guy here. Is this the one that moves fast? Yeah. Secured ring. What is that? Increased evasion or armor. Ooh. Evasion or armor? Armor reduces evasion, which gives us a chance to evade it entirely. I feel like evasion is just generally better. Like when you have any game where it's dodge versus armor, I don't know, it probably equates to the same amount of like damage nullification. But we'll do evasion. Buckler. What's that? While attacking, you have an increased chance to evade. Ooh. We are always attacking. Maybe we go full evasion. I do really like this bottle more potent. Let's do the evasion for now. Where did I put the armor? We can drop this. Let's keep this just in case we decide. Like if our... You know what we could do as well, now that I think about it? Like before we use a bottle to heal, just move this over. And then it'll give us an increased bottle heal. We gotta remember that though. This is the only caveat with that. Okay, right here, let's just go straight up into the key there. And I didn't think about that too. Our ward here gives us more evasion. So we are just going full evasion build right now. I could be taking a lick of damage. Oh, as we take damage immediately. You just gotta remember to just hold down the attack, so we just get the maximum amount of evasion chance. It must cap out. It's got to cap out at like 90 something, maybe even 80. So maybe we're getting diminishing returns from having stacked so much evasion here. This is an increased bottle count. Let's grab that. We have a decent amount of essence to spend, so not bad. What do we got? We could go left. That's a wasting. We're trying to get to the temple fast as possible. So let's just go up. The key actually looks like it's one up more. So we might actually need to go left. That's probably where we went last time. Yeah, because that's closed off. Okay. Good thing I caught that before we just started going up. Let's go up and around. Up and around. I don't know if those bottles despawn. Maybe we shouldn't have hit the bottle jar there, but we already hit it, so might as well grab it. Man, these ghosts, they're really not that bad, but as you get to higher curse marks, and they have like an insane amount of health, and they're like invulnerable every now and again, they are so hard to kill. It just takes so long. Especially these curse guys. Teleport to me, yes. Thank you kindly, boy. Already cleared this. Oh no, we did not. I thought we did. Okay. Curses enemies with bleeding. So Icar's Strike will apply bleeding. Bleeding is a curse that makes enemies take more damage. That's interesting. Usually you think of bleeding in games, you think they're like losing health, like they're draining health over time. But instead for this, they take more damage from all sources. So maybe we
Because this is a curse. We could put it on our ward. So every time we have our ward active, it'll like apply an AoE that'll give people bleeding. That'd be nice. Consecutive hits deal more damage. But I want that over retaliation damage though. That would be nice with, I don't know how consecutive, just do more for each enemy. So for bosses, that would actually be amazing. We should do that. Dash cooldown, that would also be nice too. Ice shards. Ooh. Let's do that on our ultimate. Ooh, a talisman. Max health is increased by 60. We already have all the points into evasion. We'll just stick with that for now. But let's do this. Because on a boss, that means we're getting plus 20% damage each hit we do the boss. Obviously, the bosses take a lot of hits, so it's going to be a lot of stacking damage. I like that. Okay, let's go up. Make sure we grab this essence. Off our ward. Apply some bleeding now that we have that on there. Still have yet to use our ult. I keep forgetting we now have that unlocked. Never to use that. There's really no point now, especially because it's more to do like big damage to, you know, a few enemies. It doesn't have a super large AoE, but we're doing plenty with what we got so far. This essence could summon some runes. Is that what this does? Yeah. Okay. What do you got for us? Misguidance, focused, and hoarfrost. Not that kind of war. More electrified to each enemy. We do have 2 electrified abilities here. I don't want to get rid of this evasion. I really like the evasion. So let's... we'll keep it just in case you change your mind. Let's get rid of the... Dash cooldown's good too. But am I really going to be able to use this? Let's just reduce the dash. There is something to say about keeping this. Because I was saying, oh, if you're not going to use it, keep the inventory space, just drop it. We have so much inventory space. Hardly ever, unless you get to like Cursemark 20 plus, will you have this inventory full. So there's really no point in us dropping it. And then you can like change it out. So say like for dash cooldown, we want, for like boss fights, more dash ability. But it's, okay, our attacks wander randomly, but it gives us attack range. I'm not sure I like that. Let's see how that works on here, because at the very least it'll give us more range. It's a talisman, precision and deadliness, crit chance, accuracy. I don't know how that would work with projectile wandering. Projectile wandering. Wait, this isn't even a projectile. I don't think. So it might not even wander. This might just be a flat attack range buff. Precision deadliness. I don't know how that would work on there. Pillars of Ice. Let's do that because we're already generating Pillars of Ice. So now we get double or something. Okay. Where to? Up. Oops. I just pressed Q and wasted my ult. Nice. Very nice. I gotta keep remembering to check this. Thunderbolt for the Twinkling Tree. Okay, I gotta keep an eye out for that. And a Withered Tree. Let's do with trees for these riddles for some reason. Oh yeah, okay, so there's the ice spikes that we have now. That's actually really nice. So we do this, and then more spikes generate after the fact. They actually stay up for a decent amount of time, too. Come on. This guy was unnecessarily good at dodging, or I'm just really bad at aiming. I will say, that projectile range is now throwing me off because I want to use it when I'm really close to the enemies, but it's shooting out much further away. And I like having it tight on, like around me. So maybe we do change it. So remove the range on that, and I guess do this or just get a little extra damage. I will say my biggest pet peeve with this is that you just cannot see where things are located. Because now I have to keep going over and highlighting to see where anything is. Not that big a deal, but that would be a good quality of life improvement. Tinder Soul, something to do with flame. Probably don't want to use that.
We don't have any astral tears, so we can't clear that. But let's unlock another ultimate slot. That will be very beneficial for us. And then I guess maybe we just put that new rune we just got in there. No! Talisman slot. Ooh, that's actually really nice. So do we want to do bottles, more electrified? I almost said more electricity. I mean, it is more electricity, but I don't know if we're doing enough electric. If we had like an electric attack, maybe, but I don't think that'll be worth. Did we just do max health? Oh, Tinder Soul is the explosion, so let's go double explosion on this. I really can't tell how much that's actually doing for us, but it seems like it would do something. Let's do... So we have two options, max health or bottles. Let's just do max health for now. And then, again, we got to remember, if we want to use a bottle, let's just switch out so we get the maximum benefit from it. I didn't even realize that until making this video here, that you can just switch out your talismans like all the time. So if you get a good one, like it is in your best interest to keep it in your inventory so you can switch it out when the time comes. Looks like we're starting to enter the next area here. This terrain is changing. These rats, I just realized they have like big old pink, red pustules on them. This thing is annoying. It continues to spawn vines. Oh, we see this guy here. I forget what voice I gave you. Like a really high-pitched voice, right?
Ah, my friend. I see you stumbled your way to the precipice of a distant and unfriendly place. Beyond here is what's known as the Maya Glades.
So that's our next area.
Truthfully, it is a devilish and tricky place to navigate.
Little voice crack there.
The Temple of Decay sits deep within, though I must advise you go no farther.
So yeah, that is the next boss. And it looks a lot closer, but believe you me, there's going to be a lot. I remember thinking, oh, I could just start going to the Maya Glade the first time I played this. There are so many locked areas, you have to go way up and around and back down in order to get to that. So it is going to be more worthwhile for us to try to get that boss. And I think that's the intended first boss, because this one is tanky as hell. Very difficult, especially early on. So let's grab this key. Make sure we don't leave this area without getting it. Woohoo! Key has been got, and let's improve our weapon damage. And can we go right? No, we cannot. But let's unlock this shortcut. Always make sure to look on the map to see the shortcuts, because those are the most important in this game. That'll save you so much, both time in your runs and intensity because of this Cursemark. Ooh. Nope. Rune of Reach. What's that? Increased damage. Just a flat 10%. I like this follow-up damage. We'll keep that on our attack for now. What was our new one? Attack range. Okay, maybe range and area is different though. So how far an attack effect can reach? I wonder how it would work for something like this. Like our ultimate. It's pretty narrow, like it's one big bolt when you slam down. But maybe it would increase the AoE of this slam. Let's try it out. I think it would be decent to do. Because there is another one that's attack area, so I don't know if this would affect how that works. We'll give it a go though. We'll experiment with it here. Okay, so we're right here. Let's just go. I don't want to go down. We already have that area cleared. Let's go right. Unlock the door there. Let's get some max health. Could use a bottle, but we'll save it for now. We're not too low. This is a good place. Ultimate. Nice. Okay, so that increased range does do something. That reached pretty far. You're getting guys like way yonder. Huge ultimate value right there too. Let's upgrade this. 20 to 30%. Again, I think this will be great for boss fights. We are intending to defeat a boss now, aren't we? Right. Come on. Put this health. Already, there's a decent amount of cursed enemies showing up. Ooh, that was good at dodging here. These guys are tanky right now. Let's grab more max bottles. This is always great to grab, especially because you can end up recharging, and just holding more is invaluable to us. Grab health. We already uncovered this astral tier, yeah. Oh wait, twinkling tree. Is this it? Okay, I'm gonna waste my ultimate here. This could be a mistake. Let's try it. Nice! That was the twinkling tree. Huge. Another meta progression sigil. We have 4 of them. Damn. What's our health looking like? We could use a bottle. I'm not too worried. Our health is not that. Let's see what you have to say.
The Eye of Ascendance is the only way upward. I should think that much would be obvious.
Alright then, buddy. Let's grab more max health. We're at 200. We have officially doubled our health. Very nice. And unlock. Now, if I remember right, what is over here is a boss. So, in preparation for that, so we don't have to do this mid-fight, where did I put it? I didn't drop. Oh no, I changed it around. That's why. Right here. Let's do this. Let's pop a bottle, heal up to full, and then where is it? Max health. This up. Is there an open slot up here? Okay, I'll move you here. Now we're full health. I hope I did that because I think there's a boss. Yeah, there is. You damn pathetic worms crawling out of the ground. Endless streams of you. How many times must I crush you underfoot again and again before you stop? Brother, this is the first time I fought you, man. Chill out. Okay. With the Cursemark 13, this guy is a little difficult here. I'm starting to realize maybe it was too big of a dream to hope to get the first main boss off rip here. Because if this guy's tanky, that main boss is going to be insanely tanky. Yeah, our ultimate did jack diddle damage right there. Good news is, we are evading so many of these attacks that we can just stay right here and just spamming our attack right there. As long as we keep holding that attack button, we're getting additional evade chance. Or else we'd be taking a fuck ton more damage. Ultimate? Yeah, the ultimate is really not doing much. Oh, I just realized we're low health. Pop a bottle. Back up. Dodge. Ooh, God. Ooh, God. He's such a big AoE on him. Okay, we're wasting our health here. Ooh! That ultimate is doing nothing for us, unfortunately. If we really wanted to be efficient mid-battle, I think, yeah, mid-battle pauses, we could be swapping out our talismans, but that's too much work, so let's not do that. Let's be very careful about our damage here. Come on. He's getting there. Oh god, I hate this.
our damage is kind of lacking. Even with that follow-up, it looks like it's maxing out. I really thought there'd be a no cap kind of thing, but there definitely is. Oh, come on.
Come on, he's so low. He's so low. Oh my goodness, you cheap, dirty bastard. Run 2, let's get it. I'm so excited. Man, that boss put us in our place there. Let's run it again. We could do better. I also realized I didn't even spend any of that 2-minute sigils we just got, but who needs them? Realistically, who needs them? Maybe we should have got a different ultimate. We're not really going into crit. We kind of have to get lucky with the runes. That is one thing. This game is RNG dependent in terms of like what builds you can do, because realistically it's all dependent on these runes and talismans you get. If you don't get anything with crit, you're not doing a crit build, or you know, stuff like that. When you evade an enemy, they are electrified. That would have been huge last run with the amount of evade we had. Curses enemy with retribution. What does that do? It's a curse that causes an enemy's own damage to hurt them. It's not bad. Let's do it on our spell. I think that'd be decent. And I'm feeling confident. This would be the most direct way to beat this other guy. So maybe let's try it. Let's see if we could beat this boss here. He's only gonna be Cursemark 1, but we really don't have much upgrades or runes or anything right now. Alt. Doesn't do a lot of damage. It's alright. He's gonna shoot projectiles. Let's be safe. Oh, oh, get away from me, get away from me. Pop a heal real quick. Oh god. Nope, nope, get away from me, get away from me. This man is trying to touch me, and I'm not about it. Oh my god, oh my god. That projectile attack, that is his most brutal one, by far. Yeah. Especially if you're at close range. If you're further away, you're fine because you can have the time to dodge it. But like being right here, oh god, exactly like that. I just took so much damage. He's gonna do it again. Yes, he is. No, what? Where did that come from? Solo. Okay, we got him. That was a slight struggle, given we don't really have any runes or anything, but we got him. Let's get these more war charges. That's gonna be huge for boss fights for us. And this bottle down here. This is honestly the strat. Once you have this shortcut unlocked, just go straight up. Because then from here, you can, one, get all the stuff in this room after you beat him. Most of the time, it's relatively easy to beat him, especially when you learn him. I took a little too much damage there, but that's alright. And then you can go left to the glades, right to the curse woods, or up. Ideally to that. The question is though, will we be able to fight this? We gotta hope we get a couple good runes on the way over there. Broken cup. Let's see what we got. Increase the effectiveness of the entire skill. Okay, so it increases all the stats by 5%. We could put that on there. Maybe here. I have really been liking this ice spell, so let's put it on there. Our bottle's more potent. Great one as always. Grab that. We don't have any evade chance, so this isn't great right now, but ideally we want to get some. Alright. Let's upgrade this. Where is it? Nope, not that one. Let's do the bottles more potent. So now they're 90 health. Holy. They do a near full heal for us. That's actually really, really good. We could upgrade this talisman forge and then upgrade it again, but honestly, these talisman are right. They're not great though, so it's not worth doing that right now. Let's just go up. See if we can get to that boss and beat it on a less intense Cursemark, because last time we were at like 14 or something, which is relatively difficult for boss fights. Come on, boy. Nice. We got the obscure. Is that the evasion one? It is. Okay. So now this will be useful. So we get electrified per evade.
And we do have a decent amount of electricity happening, so that'll be good. Increase range. That's decent for our main attack. Let's put that on there. It was not very good for this because it spreads it out. And we want to have it closely around us. Let's upgrade our rune. We could just do attack range on this. We could also upgrade this forge. It is worth upgrading because it is in the middle. It's only 2 to upgrade. Do we upgrade one more time? Yeah, let's max it out. Might as well. I think it's worthwhile. And then we have 2 more uses now that we've upgraded it. And we could just go full attack range. We could also do this retribution. Ooh, actually, maybe we want to do this. Effectiveness. So now it's 15% more effective. And what that means is it increases like all of the skill stuff. So energy, I guess for this the spell here, it'd be like the energy it gets, the damage, how much ice strike it does, stuff like that. Yeah, so you can see right there, 17.2 skill effect. And it even increases the retribution strike. That's interesting. I did not think it would do something like that too. So that really is good. Let's grab this. We don't really have any runes to trade, so let's leave you be. You and your funky little robe you have on there. Okay, let's go up one more. The question is, when we get to this boss up here, is our build strong enough to be able to beat him? That is the real question. I don't know. Cracked blade, what does that one do? When wounded, deal increased damage by 120%. I like everything we have though. That is nice because especially when we're gonna be fighting a boss, like we're gonna be low health. 120%. Evasion I don't want to get rid of. The bottles are also very nice. Damage. That's risky. Okay, before we do that, let's heal with our bottle we have now. So this will full heal. That is really nice. I do like that talisman. And then let's do damage for the boss fight. Let's grab more bottles. We're only at 100 health anyways. I mean, if we want to worry about survivability, we could... Honestly, no, we'll stick with the damage. I am debating. I'm going back and forth in my head. But let's just go in with this increased damage and hope we beat this guy fast. Ultimate? Okay. You could see the difference already. Like before, that ultimate did jack and diddle to this boss because he was at such a high curse mark. But right now, our damage sustain is not terrible. Like our DPS is decent on this guy. He still is going to be difficult and do a lot of damage. Ugh. Make sure we're evading as much as we can. Ultimate? Ah, that one was slightly worse. Really, that ultimate is the best with crit, and we aren't really going into crit, so ideally we need to using a different ultimate. That's alright. Like I said, the crit build is really just dependent on what runes you get. Having the electric weapon I think does help with crit, but that's about it. We got him. We got him. Didn't even take too much damage there. Woohoo! So yeah, the first time you beat any boss, it'll give you that 2-minute sigil. But after that, like we just beat the Iron Bastard down there, it won't give you that. It'll just give you those runes and essence and whatnot. This, ooh, I think it's a legendary rune. Enemies release spider minions when killed. Damage increases with poison. Now we're not doing poison, but it does release little spiders when enemies die. Let's do it on. I don't know. Because are we going to be killing with this? Actually, yes. And ideally, we want to get up close and personal, surround ourselves with enemies, pop our skill, ideally kill 2 or 3 of them. So unlock an ultimate slot. That will be nice. I really want to get more attack slots. Having runes on the attack is probably the best. Because ideally, like, this game, at the end of the day, is a Dark Souls kind of combat. You're going to be using your attack a lot. So having more attack slots would be really nice. But we just got to be able to find them. Let's trade this out again. Save that for like a boss fight. Okay. Nice. Now we can be on the path to this boss. Will we be able to beat it? Shit, let's see. The ward here. Ugh. Oh, there's our little spider minions. Just noticed them there. We got another spider minion rune there too. And a pustule rune. That sounds disgusting. Enemies generate clouds of poison when killed. Okay. So maybe we combo here. So we have poison on enemies and then spiders on poison kills. We could just do more spiders though. Maybe we do this. We'll have this on here. I think it'll still curse enemies because all that matters is for the curses is if this is active. Enemies release spider minions when killed. We're not going to be killing anybody with this though because it doesn't really do damage. Maybe we'll just do it on our ultimate. It won't be super valuable, and we have so many attunement sigils. Okay. Grab these. Rune of Spirals. Elementalist Pendant. All kinds of goodies. Causes frozen. It's not bad, it's not bad. We can increase frozen here. Let's stick with the poison build we have going on there. Deal increased damage for each elemental status on our target, which includes burning, frozen, electrified, and poison. So we have poison, we have frozen, we have electrified. That would increase our damage by a decent amount, up of 180%. We have all three statuses. So maybe let's do that instead of the bottles. Right here. Trade you out, so we just do a flat increase in damage. Actually, oh, we have a well up here. Let's use this well and heal. Wasn't that much. We'll just have to remember to switch out that bottle thing. Get him, spider minions. One lonely guy up here. Doesn't like to be with the rest of his crew, but okay. Little well for us. Rune of Cruelty, what is that? Increasing its wounded enemies. Let's keep the attack range. I think that's best for what we have on our attack right there. And upgrade a rune. Let's definitely upgrade this one. So that's 4. And the max you can upgrade is 5 on these runes. So it's almost maxed out for us. That is good. I didn't realize how good this was. Because not only is this increasing the damage, the attack count, the ice strike, but also the poison that we're doing and the spiders. Now, how can you have 1.2 spiders? I don't know. But that is pretty cool. We'll take that. And let's go up. Let's see if we can get to that temple there. Ooh. There's the essence. Travels all the way down yonder to where I'm at. Nice. I don't know. By the time we get to that boss in the temple, the curse mark might be too high, and that boss will be insanely difficult. But we will see here. Like I said, the main meta progression for this game is having the shortcuts unlocked so you can get to somewhere you want to go, like the new areas you haven't explored yet, as fast as possible, and having the like rune upgrades and talisman upgrade stations, or I think they're called forges, having those upgraded so that you're walking into a boss fight with, you know, all of these maxed out, and having rune slots you're equipping. You know, if we have all these runes right here, we could be equipping on this attack here, but we don't have the slots. So like, yeah, we could do the boss, but it's going to be pretty difficult since we don't have that meta progression yet. Oops, I won't open the map. Just keep going up. Oh, actually, there's a shortcut. I did not see that. We should unlock that. Always unlock shortcuts. You could also summon more runes here too. Let's grab that. It's only 10. Focus, Soul Shield, and Pustule. Okay. It's the Rune of Spirals. We got this one. I don't like this one. So it gives us the attack range, but the projectile spiraling is very... I don't know. If you want to do projectiles, I like being able to aim them. This just gets rid of that ability to aim pretty much. While attacking, you have increased chance to evade. Okay, that's really good. Though, do we want that over a flat evasion or over this bonus in stat damage? That is nice though. We'll keep it, but let's not use it right now. Decreases precision, increases crit effect. We don't have high crit chance, so it's not gonna be worth. Barrier when you kill an enemy. Now that is nice. That is nice. Barrier when you kill an enemy. The question is, where did it go? When you kill an enemy. On kill with this ability? Because if we could put it on here, let's test it. I think it does mean you have to kill it with whatever ability you put it on, and this won't kill anything, so it might be useless. We could also put it on here, but I like the poison stuff we got going on there. We could do double poison, but let's keep our spiders. And that's it. Alright. Let's go unlock this shortcut. We're on our way. Just need to go down here. Boom, shortcut unlocked. And oh, we don't need a fast travel. It's just the next one up. We're getting awfully close to that temple there. Cursemark 8. I don't know. It might be doable. We'll see. That boss is, I mean, it's one of the actual main bosses. So you'll see. It is definitely more difficult than these side bosses we've been fighting. Rune of the Avalanche. That's probably an ice rune, I bet. Come on. Grab another bottle real quick. Speaking of, let's trade this out. Pop our bottle. Full heal. And then trade it out again. Massive. I love it. Yeah, I didn't realize, as much as I played this game, until making this video, that you could be doing that. Which, it's so obvious. Like, there's no penalty for trading out your runes. You can do it at any time. Though the only caveat is you just have to open your inventory, trade it, and then open your inventory again to trade it back. But that is cool. Let's clear this corruption here. This is a talisman upgrade. So, flat evasion increase, damage, or electrified per evade. I say if we're going to do it, let's do one of these because this only gains benefit off of us evading a lot. Let's do evasion. Let's do survivability, especially if we're going to be fighting the boss. So now we have 45% chance. Pretty cool. And then all this essence should just follow to us, I believe, right? Yeah. Just make sure. Let's take a gander at what we got here. At the withered tree where waters entwine, lose thy ultimate and thy secret is done. Or, nope. I didn't read that. Lose thy ultimate and the secret is done. I did say that right. Doors not budge. We need to solve a riddle for that. Okay then. Let's look for waters entwining. We haven't been seeing any withered trees too. We could start fast traveling to all these areas that we've cleared. I just want to look to see. I guess there's water potentially here. That's alright. We can solve it later. I don't really care about going that way if that's what the riddle unlocks. Let's get to the temple. And we're already here. Okay. So here's the boss. We made it, finally. We're at Cursemark 9, so there's a chance. There is a chance. We can't clear that. That's the forge. So this is where, this is another cool thing about this game. This is where you can combine runes. So because we only have one rune slot, what we can do is combine this rune of reach with another rune, any other rune. Doesn't matter what level it is, and then make it one. So it'll have all the effects into one. Now the downside is, say you have a level 2 and a level 4, now the combined rune will be level 4. So you'll lose that on a little bit of upgrades for this, but it's fine. It does work good. It gives you, so you can basically put more runes into spaces. Door does not budge. Okay, so we can unlock that. And there's another unlock there. I think that's a ward slot and some stuff there. But we have 2 bottles. Hold on. Pause. Where is that guy that gives us more bottles? The paladin, I think that's him. So what we could do at the cost of increasing the curse mark is go max out our bottles for this boss fight. Or instead, I just hope that 2 bottles is going to be enough. We are getting barrier on kill while this is active, which is nice. I say we ball. Let's go with a 9 curse mark. Lucian Fallen Prelate. Ah, another hopeful ascendant. I fear I have limited welcome to offer you. This guy's kind of nice. Huh, hope. What an arrogant concept. Humility will serve you much better in this place. Is he just giving us advice? Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh yeah, you're tanky. You are tanky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this might be difficult here. Come on. Music's going hard. Ooh. Back up, back up, back up. Ugh. Whoa, 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 what is he doing? What is he doing? Help, 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 help. What am I doing? What's happening? Oh, huge evade while I healed there. Oh my god, that was the most clutch thing that has ever happened. Back up, back up. I really don't know what that attack was. I don't know how to avoid that. Just, we're taking damage by existing, but alright. Oh, oh, what's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Yeah, this guy's a little difficult. Oh my god. Yeah, see, what do I do here? What do I do? Help, help me, help me. Oh. Oh my god. This is rough. Come on. Nope, see, what do I do? Help! I'm dead. That is bullshit. What was I supposed to do? I'm just guaranteed to take damage. It didn't even seem like I could evade it. It's not like it was an attack or anything. It was like a curse or something. Some kind of spell, some kind of hex he put on me. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. That was rough. That was indeed rough. I was at a curse mark 9, which isn't too terrible, but when it comes to the boss fights, you really do want to have as low of a curse mark as possible. Let's go see what unlocks we have with all of these attunement sigils we have gathered here. We can get new weapons. We can get a new ultimate. I do remember one of these was really good. I think this one was pretty decent. So it'll release spiraling hammers around you. What does this one do? Your attacks unleash a barrage of stars. This one's not very good. This one is not very good, if I remember right. Yeah, there is plenty we can do here. Actually, let me show you guys one more thing. So here's all the unlocks. We've already seen all that. I am gonna end the video here. We got decently far for 2 runs, or 3 runs, I guess, because we died pretty fast with that first side boss there. You can already see, like, we're getting there. We're, I don't know, a third or so of this map discovered. We still haven't even gotten to the glades yet, the curse woods, but I'll leave that for you guys to discover when you play this game, or if you play this game. But we were able to get to the first boss. Tried a good attempt there in the Temple of Iron. That one attack with the whatever hex he was putting on us was brutal. Couldn't do anything, just took damage. But I do want to show you this because we just got this guy too. This is another form of meta progression. So now we can start the run with talismans. Now we have to buy them. So ideally you want to have enough essence, and then you'll start the run with less essence. But you can start with talismans here. Give you a selection of 3. You can re-roll. This one's always great. Attack speed increase. Ionic core. When an enemy reaches max stats of electrified, an electrical storm is unleashed, consuming all electrified. That seems really cool too. And there is also rarity, so you could see, I think this is uncommon, rare, legendary, so this would be the best one. But yeah, that is Cursemark. This is probably my favorite action roguelite of 2026 so far. Because we're like what halfway or so through 2026, so there still is plenty more that'll come out. But so far, this game is amazing. So I'd highly recommend you guys check it out if you're interested. It's a lot of fun. I love the way the meta progression works. I love how it relies on exploration, the riddles too, which is unique too. Um, you really are incentivized to, or rewarded with like exploring, taking risk. You're like, curse mark's pretty high, but let's discover all these in order. So like you could do a run where it's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna go direct shot to the boss with the lowest curse mark, so I have the best chance of beating it. Other runs, you're like, I want to discover as much meta progression as possible, many shrines, so let's just go all over the map. Um, but yeah, that is Cursemark. A lot of fun, as always. Thank you for watching. Um, I have plenty more roguelikes planned. But again, feel free to leave any recommendations for any I should play in the comments. Yeah, and that is about it. Take care, everyone.